It is our final Tuesday here on Trib Live Radio, Wrestling Reality, one-on-one with me, Justin LaBar. But have no fear. I'm so much life of the party. They're just moving me closer to the weekend for you. I'm going past Hump Day. Woo whoop! Starting back again, October 3rd, Thursday at 2 o'clock. That's when the show will be back. Thursday, October 3rd at 2 o'clock. But let's do the last Tuesday the only way we know how to do it. And that's Justin LaBar style. Night of Champions was this past week in Detroit, followed by Monday Night Raw last night in Cleveland, and it was going to be go time. It was going to be decisive time. It was going to be a time for WWE to put up or shut up. What's going to happen with Daniel Bryan? Can he draw a buy rate? Night of Champions was not bad, but it was not a must-see. That concerns me on the one hand because this is the first pay-per-view you don't have CM Punk really as the top selling point. In fact, he was involved in a grudge match with Axel, but he's not main event and he's not a focal point. And of course, you don't have John Cena. This is the first pay-per-view you are putting on the shoulders of Daniel Bryan and not having Punk or Cena involved in. So the fact that the overall show was so-so, I wonder if that'll at all affect anybody who took a chance on spending the money. But then at the same time, you look at it, and I guess it was kind of good they had Bryan win the title, even for a temporary 24 hours, because if all those people are going to purchase that show and want to see Daniel Bryan win the title, well, then they purchased it, got him winning, could turn it off feeling, okay, good, it's satisfied, I got to see him win, and then the next night, a new chapter unfolds. It was the right move for business. WWE did the right move for business. They gave the people what they want. If you were smart enough, you noticed the fast count by Scott Armstrong. You knew that something was going to be coming the next day, and that's exactly what happened. The title being vacated is simply because it's a nice added layer to the booking, but it's going to be, the vacant title will be decided and given to somebody at the next pay-per-view, which is the debut of Battleground that weekend. In fact, I believe it's the night before Raw's here in Pittsburgh, October 6th. So it was wise to vacate it. It was wise to give it to Bryan temporarily. It also, Bryan having it just for that 24 hours, it makes the thirst that much greater for the fans. The thirst is that much greater. The hunger is that much greater to see Bryan legitimately get the title and get to hold on to it and get to have his reign. He's now won it twice and had it taken away or stolen from him. So that's a good move by WWE all the way around. The other good move is all the branches that are coming off of this story. It started with Daniel Bryan, this hairy 5'10" guy who doesn't look the part, who doesn't act the part, who he's going for the title. He eventually beats Cena. Cena goes off to rehab his injury. Then he gets collided with Randy Orton, who's now the corporate face with Stephanie and Triple H. Now you're adding in layers. You've added in the Big Show. You've added in the entire babyface roster who stood back up until last night and watched Bryan get abused. You added the Shield as the personal security for the McMahons. Now you brought in the Rhodes factor. Cody Rhodes fired. Goldust comes back and oh so close but loses. Dusty Rhodes gets put in this proposition peril by Stephanie McMahon. So many things, and Scott Armstrong. Scott Armstrong saying, they're on to us, Daniel. Daniel not knowing what they're talking about. Did somebody pay Scott Armstrong to try to help get Daniel Bryan the title? Who would pay for that? I know Brian Gould is just screaming Shane McMahon right now. There are so many layers. This is a good thing. I'm happy. WWE firing on all cylinders. Much like we're going to do for the next hour and, 50 minutes. It's Trib Live Radio, Wrestling Reality. Come on, man.